Hello there and welcome to episode 15 of my Money Glitch Road to Glory. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. And the first game this episode is going to be against Manchester United at home in the Premier League, and we're going to be giving Amati and Gnab their first starts for Peterborough, so let's see how they get on. And we start the game off pretty well with Amati picking it up, finding Chalobah, who is then able to get out to Januzaj on the left, who knocks one over into Berahino, whose control is pretty good, and shoots on the slide, but the keeper's able to save it. Chalobah then finds Amati, who feeds Berahino on the edge of the box, fake shots past one, and then Tielemans is free in the box close to the goal and is able to just slot one in. 1-0 with 26 minutes gone. That's not bad for a team who just got themselves promoted. We grab a second in the game when Gnab pinches it off one of their defenders, finding Berahino sprinting through, whose pace is just enough to keep him through on goal, and he slots one away calmly in the 30th minute, giving us a 2-0 lead against Manchester United at home, which is pretty ridiculous, and the crowd are going wild. We're almost able to grab a third when we play the ball through, but De Gea takes no chances and completely destroys our player. Manchester United unfortunately are able to get a goal, so we're not able to keep a clean sheet, with Valencia coming down, who finds Luke Shaw, who crosses one in from deep, and Wayne Rooney is able to beat our defender in the air and heads one into the bottom left in the 70th minute, which sets us up for a pretty difficult end to the game, as United are going to put a lot of pressure on us. But fortunately we are able to hold out and we do end the game 2-1, beating Manchester United in the Prem, and Sadio Berahino got a 9.2 rating for that, which is pretty awesome. Next up is Southampton in the Capital One Cup third round. And we decide to go ahead and sim it, and it's 3-3 with 90 minutes played, and it does actually go to pens, and unfortunately we lose 4-3, so we're at the Capital One Cup. But to be honest, it's probably a good thing, as it means we'll have a few less games to play this season, and with us already being in the Prem, in the FA Cup obviously, and also the Euro League, that means we can concentrate on other things a little more. And that brings us on to an away time against Liverpool, so we'll be going at Anfield, and that will be a pretty fun game. And we almost concede straight away from kickoff, as we get the ball for ourselves, and Aspas is able to take it off us. Gerrard then slots it back through to him, and he takes on what seems like the rest of our defence, passing it through to Mertens, I think it is. He gets it through, and Markovic is able to tap it in from close range, but it's given us offside, so we got away with one there, as we were effectively 1-0 down straight away. We almost shoot ourselves in the foot again, as well, as from this corner our keeper gets it, throws it straight out to their player, but Aspas misses an open goal. So we've been lucky twice in the first 30 minutes against Liverpool. Markovic then has it, plays it back to Aspas, who finds Henderson on the edge of the box, who smashes one with his left foot, acting like he's Gerrard. We then decide to change things up, bring Halovic off, and then bringing Sadio Berahino on in his stead and popping him as left forward. And he's able to make an impact pretty much straight away as we get the ball forwards. Berahino gets it and plays Zivkovic through, who sprints on, but he's a little wide, crosses in, and Berahino meets it with an open goal in front of him, and he slots it away, giving us a 1-0 lead within the first 5 minutes of him coming on. What a substitution. And then in the 90th minute we go and get a second, again with another counter attack, as Tielemans picks it up at the halfway line and slots Berahino through again, who has the pace to just keep the Liverpool defenders behind him, runs straight through on goal, takes around Mignolet and slots one home for his second of the game, and also ours in the 90th minute, meaning we've beaten Liverpool 2-0, which is a pretty awesome result, and the boys look absolutely chuffed about it. And to be honest, it is a massive game, as we've just beaten Manchester United and Liverpool in our last two games in the Premier League, which is just incredible. And that moves us up to 4th place after 6 games with 11 points. And then we have Godset at home in Europe, and we go on to sim that game, winning it 1-0 with Gnabry scoring our goal. And that leaves us second in the group with 4 points, just behind Shamrock Rovers on goal difference. And then we're playing Aston Villa in the Premier League, and Bellerin gets the ball in for us. Up to Berahino, who heads it on to Tielemans, who's able to control, turn and shoot from close range, leaving Guzan no chance, putting us 1-0 up with only 7 minutes gone. Aston Villa unfortunately come straight back at us, getting into the box, and unfortunately Emre Can does foul them and the referee gives a penalty. And it's Pele who steps to take them, who they must have brought off Southampton, and he smashes it straight down the centre, scoring, making the game 1-1 just before half time. And the whole team celebrate like it was a great goal. Unfortunately, we do then throw the game away as we try a back heel for some reason, and Grealish picks it up, playing through Gil, who smashes it home 53 minutes in, giving them a 2-1 lead. And unfortunately we aren't able to come back from that, and the game does end 2-1 to Aston Villa. We are then able to get back into winning ways in the league though, with an away tie against Leicester which we sim, and we beat them 1-0 with Januzaj scoring the goal. And then up next is Napoli in the Europa League, who are third in our group, and they attack straight away with Inla getting the ball through to Hamsik, and a bit of sloppy defending allows Vargas to pick the ball up in the box, who's able to cross it in, and they're able to head it into an open net from just off the line. Chalobah then sets up the next attack, getting it through to Can in the box, who turns and shoots, and the keeper drops it, but Chalobah isn't quite able to get onto the return. And in trying to get ourselves back into this game, Chalobah is then injured in the 90th minute with a pretty nasty challenge, which is pretty annoying as he's one of the better players in the team. And unfortunately it was all for nothing, as we did go on to lose the game 1-0 to Napoli away. And then we get the news through that Chalobah is going to be out for 4 weeks, which is even worse. And that does bring this episode to an end. Sorry it hasn't been the longest one, but if you want to go and watch the next episode, do that by either clicking on the annotation on the screen or following the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching this, and if you have enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and also comment anything you want below, and I will catch you at the next video. Thanks again for watching, and bye.